Let's be real. Finding healthier dessert options that actually taste good can be hard during any time of the year, but especially during the holidays. Most of what's put out on the dessert table is filled with refined sugar and lots of processed ingredients. So what are you supposed to do? Skip it on dessert? Not on my watch. I've made it my mission to create a guilt-free, high-protein apple crisp that still gives you all of the cozy fall feels of your classic favorite, but made with some healthier ingredients that help to nourish your body and help to fuel you instead of leaving you feeling bloated and dragged down. This version is so delicious that when you serve this at your next holiday get-together, they won't even notice that it's gotten a healthier upgrade. It's perfect during the holidays or really any time of the year when you're craving something that's warm, sweet, and satisfying. But before we dive in, if you struggle with food cravings and wanting to eat healthier but you still can't let go of your favorite treats, I want to invite you to join my live Food Swap Foodie Challenge starting in January. You'll get 5 days live with me where I'm going to be sharing all of my tips and secrets on how you can make your favorite treats healthier just by making a couple of food swaps. That way you can still enjoy your favorite treats without the guilt and without the restriction. Click on the link below to learn more. All right, so let's get into this apple crisp. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we are gonna prepare the filling. So I have some juicy and delicious apples waiting in this bowl for me that I've already peeled and sliced. And next I'm gonna be adding in some arrowroot powder. So this is gonna thicken all the juices in the apple crisp beautifully during baking, which is gonna give you that rich, gooey filling without dumping in a ton of sugar or flour. We wanna make sure we get all of it out of here. Now, you can also use cornstarch, but I'm using arrowroot powder just because it is a little bit healthier for you. So arrowroot is our first healthy swap in this recipe because cornstarch is made from corn that's been genetically engineered, GMOs, that may be harmful to your health. So arrowroot flour is gluten-free, which makes it easier for your body to digest, and it's also a healthier GMO-free alternative to cornstarch. So I love using it in my baking. You can also use it to thicken up your gravy as well. Okay, so next we're gonna put in some cinnamon, which is gonna give us some delicious cozy flavor, but cinnamon may actually help to regulate your blood sugar levels as well. So it's a little spice with lots of big benefits, especially during this time of year when sugar is just around every single corner. And speaking of sugar, we are making this refined sugar free, so I'm using some coconut sugar in this dish instead. So we're gonna pop that in. And of course, I'm gonna add in some lemon juice. Now you don't need to add in lemon juice, totally up to you, but lemon juice is kind of like my secret ingredient for adding a lot of flavors to my dishes and just helping all of the flavors to come together. I actually use it in my stews as well. Okay, so we're just gonna mix all of this together. I just love the smell of the cinnamon. Like already I'm getting excited just by that cinnamon apple type of smell. Let me know in the comments, like, what your favorite Christmas dessert is. I want to hear it. Like, apple crisp is definitely one of my favorites. I think I like all the desserts during the holidays. Actually, what would be really good, because gingerbread just came to mind for me, what would actually be really good in this filling as well is if you could add like a little bit of ginger powder too. I should have added that. Next time I make this, I will definitely add that. Okay, so everything is starting to look nice and combined. I like where this is going. This looks good. This looks good. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do now is I'm just gonna pop this into my pan. Boom. So I got my pan right here, and I'm just gonna add in all of the apples to the pan. All right, so we're just gonna do it like so. Trying to make sure you guys can see everything. All right, so we'll do it this way. Okay, so lots of juicy apples in this crisp. We have a rogue one, that's okay. We'll just pop them back in like that. Okay, now I'm a perfectionist, guys. I've told you this before, like, it's the story of my life and being a perfectionist. I just want all of the apples to kind of just nestle in very nicely. So everybody gets a nice, even piece of apple crisp. I don't want any empty pockets, which would probably fill up during baking anyways. I'm sure all the apples would just kind of settle in. But okay, so that is looking good. So the next thing we're gonna make now is our delicious oat topping. And this topping is where the magic is. So let's make that next. All right, so let's make this high protein oat crumble. I cannot wait to talk to you guys about this one. Okay, so of course it starts with oats. Can't have an oat crumble without oats. So we're gonna pop that in. The next thing I'm gonna add in is almond flour. You guys know how much I love using almond flour in the kitchen. Reason why is because almond flour is high in protein and fiber. And a lot of people are not getting enough fiber, and a lot of people still aren't getting enough protein. Now, 1 cup of almond flour contains a whopping 24 grams of protein. So almond flour is also packed with things like vitamin E, magnesium, which is that anti-stress nutrient or mineral that we all need, especially during the holidays. And it also has tyrosine, which is an amino acid that helps to balance dopamine levels, also really important during the holidays. Balanced dopamine levels can help to control cravings, as well as helping to manage your appetite, which is perfect during the holidays when you're trying to battle with that sweet tooth. Plus, tyrosine may help to accelerate your metabolism and fat burning. How often do you get that in a dessert? So next you're gonna add in some protein powder. So I just added some protein powder in there. You can add your favorite protein powder. Mine happens to be a plant-based protein powder right now, but protein is crucial, especially for us over the age of 40, because as we age, we naturally lose muscle mass. So getting protein at every meal or snack, that helps you to build and maintain muscle. And getting enough protein during the holidays is also crucial because that's gonna help you to manage those sugar cravings. So I popped in the protein there. Next up, I'm gonna be adding in a variety of mixed nuts. So here I have some pecans as well as some almonds. You can use whatever your favorite nuts are. You can also do walnuts if you wanna do that. Next, I'm gonna also add in some cinnamon. I love, love, love cinnamon. I know we put that in the apple mixture, but we're also gonna put that in our oat crumble topping as well. It's gonna be so delicious. I'm gonna pop in a pinch of sea salt and then also that coconut palm sugar. We're gonna just get that out of there like so. And then the last thing we wanna do is, actually before I add it in the coconut oil, I'm just gonna mix all of this together first. I just kinda like to mix all my dry ingredients a bit before I add in my wet ingredients. So let's just do that. Just trying to break up those lumps of sugar in there. Don't like when the sugar gets clumped up together. Okay, so lastly, I'm gonna add in some coconut oil. So this is gonna be our swap for butter because coconut oil is a heart healthier fat source. It's also really great in this apple crumble because we're actually gonna be skipping out that butter, which again, we're getting so much butter during the holidays. You know, why not just add in a healthier swap like coconut oil? Okay, so I'm just gonna mix all of this together. So I like to kind of start mixing it out with my spatula first, and then I get in there with my hands to make it nice and crumbly and really get that crumbly texture. It's not necessary, but I think I've explained before. I like getting in with my hands. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna get in there with my hands in a minute. So if you find that your mixture looks too dry, you can just go ahead and add in a little bit more coconut oil. You could probably add in just a little bit of water as well. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead, get in there with my hands, get it all crumbled. Because like I said, sometimes with the sugar is actually in lumps, and I just like to break up those lumps a little bit. So I'm just gonna get in there with my hands. Ew, this feels so good. I love the way this feels. Okay, this is looking good. All right, so what I wanna do now is this oh no, that's a pecan. I was trying to crumble that. Good luck with that. All right, so now what I wanna do is move all that aside. All right, so I have my lovely apple mixture here. And the next thing I want to do is just take this crumble and I'm just going to pop the crumble over the top. So look how beautiful this is looking. Like, oh my God. If this doesn't say holidays, winter vibes, cozy vibes, I mean, I don't know what does. Okay, so now she's ready to go into the oven. Look how beautiful this looks. Oh my God, I cannot wait to eat this. So we're gonna pop this in the oven for about 35 to 45 minutes until the topping is nice and golden brown and the apple filling is bubbly. Ooh, look how nice and golden this looks. I can see it's bubbling up on the sides a little bit there. Ooh, I cannot wait to dive into this. All right, so here comes my favorite part when I get to slice in to this delicious crumble. Ooh, I'm getting so excited right now. Okay, I'm like cutting a big piece. I'm being greedy. Let me not be so greedy. But see, like guys, when it comes to eating healthier, you don't have to sacrifice your favorite foods. You just need to just make a couple of ingredient swaps just to make them healthier. And that's exactly what we've done with this high protein apple crisp. Now, I didn't let it cool down enough because I'm just so excited to try it. So normally I'd let it cool for about 10 minutes or so. But again, I'm just excited to sink my teeth into it. So I only let this cool like not even 5 minutes. So it might just fall apart on me. But we'll see how far we get. Okay, there we go. All right, so here you have it, a delicious hot piece of high protein apple crisp. Ooh, I cannot wait to sink my teeth into this one. Now this is totally optional, but if you want to add a little bit more protein, you can dollop it with some Greek yogurt. Now you could use ice cream too. I'm not against the ice cream, but again, if you just want to add a little bit more protein, you can just add that nice and creamy Greek yogurt. It's still going to taste nice and decadent. So I'm going to be generous with this Greek yogurt here. Be generous with the dollops. There we go. My mouth is like watering right now. This is giving me all the cozy vibes right now. Those warm spices, the oat crumble, got the protein in there. Oh my God. So this is what it looks like, guys, when you are still eating your favorite treats, but just reimagining them in a healthier way. Now it's my favorite part, the taste test. Okay, so I gotta make sure I get a little bit of the crumble topping, get a little bit of that apple, and let's see how this tastes. Oh my God. Let me get some Greek yogurt too. This is so delicious. Oh my God. Okay. I wish I could give you a bite of this right now, but you're just gonna have to make the recipe and find out for yourself. And if you're loving the swap, you are going to love what I have coming up in the live food swap foodie challenge in January. If you want to learn how to swap your favorite indulgent treats into satisfying, nourishing ones without sacrificing flavor or without feeling guilty or feeling restricted, then you definitely want to join the live Food Swap Foodie Challenge. I placed the link in the description so you can check it out. Now make sure to watch my next video where I'll show you how to survive the holiday season without sacrificing your health and wellness goals.